first WNBA player in history to ever record 3 consecutive 20-plus rebounds per game. She is also leading the WNBA and average rebounds per game with 12. 9. I'm sure you guys have seen all of the double-doubles that Angel has recorded, and a lot of the times even when she has these double-double games she has more rebounds. Angel Reese just got suspended from the WNBA for life. How did Angel Reese go from hero to zero? I mean, there's a ton of whore fouls and bad actions you've done, but to be kicked out for good, what has Angel Reese done that the WNBA finds irredeemable? I am and I'm going to be who I am, who wherever I am, and going to LSU. Being from Baltimore then coming to Chicago, everybody gravitates me because they just love my personality. They love I'm lashes, nails, hair, and on the court I'm very competitive. Yes, the same Angel Rue, following LSU's CL victory, was promoted to be the new face of women's basketball, is now facing serious jail time. Do you recall that victory that made Reese thinks she's the main character? Fast forward several months and we find ourselves discussing her WNBA lifetime suspension. Yes, lifetime. What went wrong? Then let's just say that Angel's voyage is more akin to airballing from half court than it is to Air Jordan, but it's worth it. Play. I mean, Beyoncé said beauty is pain. It might hurt the pockets a little bit, but I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to pay for it. It's an investment. It is an investment. How Caitlin Clark captured the imagination of the world will be taught in schools for generations. Number 2 WNBA Play of the Week. There have only been 40 triple-doubles in the history of the WNBA. Cheryl Swoops recorded the first WNBA triple-double during the 1999 season, while Caitlin Clark logged the most recent triple-double earlier this week. Caitlin Clark became the first ever rookie in WNBA history to record a triple-double twice in the same season. In that game, Clark scored her 10 three-point shot this season, becoming just the 6th woman to do so and first in her rookie season. After winning the NCAA championship, Angel Reese was super excited with the media portraying her as LeBron 2.0 poised to dominate the WNBA. However, a major twist occurred when Caitlin Clark entered and ultimately did everything that everyone had predicted Angel would do. Fans and advertisers were swooning over Caitlin's outrageous highlight reel skill, flair, and shooting precision. Reese, since then she has been, let's say, marginalized in her own story. Remember, she owns the world and we're living in it. We'll give it up to Allen. They're going to give up that shot to her. Reese puts it up. Count the bucket body. Bucket and one for Angel. May had the best nose for the basketball. In all honesty, Caitlin has been the one smashing records, packing seats, and accomplishing everything the WNBA thought Reese would. All Angel could do was try. She was the next big thing, according to everyone, and then she became the store brand equivalent. Think about being as pumped as Steph Curry and then shooting like Ben Simmons, except Angel Reese had the court grace of an over-caffeinated chipmunk. On now to my high post. Reese spinning on Jordan on Mercedes Russell and scoring. Nice move. Angel Reese squaring up on Mercedes Russell, fake left, and then it's just unorthodox. There's no Danielson able to get that to Angler, who takes the 3 that one off the mark. Allen now pushing for Chicago as Reese trying to get behind the defense does count the bucket, and Reese will get a chance for one more. Caitlin Clark entered the scene like a one-woman Splash Sisters lineup, whereas Reese had the publicity, the hoopla, and the ads. Reese, wait, this is our star player, made the fans scratch their brows. Now let's discuss statistics, and this is where things start to get serious. Angel is snatching her own misses half the time. Even though she is hauling down rebounds, she tosses up a shot, it bounces off, and she immediately tries to get it to stick again. Her stat line is like a game of oops, I did it again. To be honest, it's similar to building yourself up like Dennis Rodman and then counting your own airballs as rebounds. First WNBA player in history to ever record 3 consecutive 20-plus rebounds per game. She is also leading the WNBA and average rebounds per game with 12. 9. I'm sure you guys have seen all of the double-doubles that Angel has recorded, and a lot of the times even when she has these double-double games she has more rebounds than she does points. So with all this extra spotlight on Angel Reese, of course there's been so much criticism around her game, and a lot of people are saying that the only reason that she's getting all of these rebounds is because she misses so many shots right around the basket. I just saw a graph today that shows the shooting percentage of players within 5 feet of the rim. This graph is by Steph No, and he said Angel Reese is shooting 43.8% on shots within 5 feet of the basket. That's by far the worst percentage in the WNBA. So as you can see here, we have some key players. Brittany Griner is at the top with over 75% percentage from shots around the rim. Asia Wilson's on here, Caitlin Clark's on here, Aaliyah Boston Deer Hami, and then, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner is Angel Reese below 45%, and she has nearly 280 shots within 5 feet on the season. With this, I'm sure that you guys have also seen the videos where Angel puts up a first shot, misses it, grabs a rebound, puts it up again. It kind of feels volleyball-esque how she's kind of throwing the ball up and getting her own rebound. A lot of people are saying that she is stat padding, or she's clearly just not talented around the rim, so saying that she should not be missing this many shots this close to the basket. Obviously, being the post player that she is, without a doubt she has hustle, but what about putting points on the board? That is a different matter. Angel's shooting technique is more akin to a game of hot potato than a sniper. She tosses the ball up and hopes it lands. Her stat sheet looks as though it was part of a bloopers reel. Amazing source. Imagine her as a practice squad consisting of just one woman practicing shot after shot in the hopes that one will land. Although she is working hard, her focus is more on doing a solo rebound drill than dominating the boards. The only record she is breaking at this pace is most self-rebounds in a single game. Been able to do. Angel Reese sneaking her way somehow found her way to the applause bucket. Nice job, Evans. Sheldon lost at the turnover. The Shields to Evans, back to Dion. Nice touch pass inside Diamond. The Shields, they're going to call it, I think, on Reese. Oh, okay. I thought they called it on. No, that's a different play. The play it was is the gossip podcast. Angel, like any contemporary celebrity, resorted to the podcast life once the basketball buzz failed to meet her expectations. I don't mean to be critical, but this podcast of hers, to put it mildly, it's not exactly improving the women's game. She's out here bringing on guests like Taylor Swift's boyfriend's ex instead of talking basketball, causing all sorts of drama that would make even TMZ take notice. She seems to be saying more tea is life and less ball is life. She is emphasizing the drama and not the positive sort rather than the game. Imagine Kobe Bryant in a Real Housewives special shedding his Mamba mentality, but Kobe has the rings and the stats to prove it. Reese, her go-to strategies are controversy and clout chasing. People most likely didn't mean guest appearances from ex-girlfriends when they said they wanted her to break records. Bucking this is what she does so well. Beautiful job here, staying with it. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. It's been a good one so far. 16-12 Seattle. Reese driving in with the left hand right at Magner, trying to pick up a second foul, didn't, but got to the window and score. May out to Cardoso. Off to a good start here in the third. Reese working hard on Smith. Angel Reese flips it in time out. Indiana inside is Cam Cardoso, inside is Angel Reese. However, it's possible that she will break the record for the most side-eye emojis used in a podcast episode when you have TE who needs rings. I don't love the fact that there's a lot of fans and people in the media who latch on to one player, and a lot of the times it is Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese. They latch on to one and then immediately, because they love that one player, they have to hate the other, and we see that on both sides with both of these women. They are both young women in their early 20s, in their first season in the WNBA, with a bigger spotlight on them than we have ever had in the history of the WNBA, and I have never seen NBA players not offered a little bit of grace during their rookie season, and so I feel like for both of these women, and today's video is about Angels, so I'm going to talk about her. I think that there is some grace that us fans, media, everyone needs to give her if her game at this moment in time is not complete. Playing the victim as if her gossip podcast wasn't enough. Angel Reese has now become rather skilled at playing the victim. She quickly pulls out the woe as me line whenever she receives criticism. Let's just say that when you're the one stirring things up, you can't play the martyr for very long. She's out there pretending to be a social media martyr and battling some big battle rather than going to the gym and practicing her shot accuracy. Don't get me wrong, taking responsibility for your struggles is perfectly acceptable, but what if you're the one making decisions while simultaneously accusing others? That would be equivalent to rushing to the referees each time you make a poor shot on the rebounding side. Aside from a couple games where it seemed clear that her and her coach, when she was going for those back-tack double-doubles, it seemed like they were leaving her in for a longer time so that she could stat P and reach that double-double. Aside from those couple